And until we get Mikel Arteta out of this club, we're continuously going to be a swinging pendulum. And until we get the owners out of this club, we're never going to get the investment needed to win a Champions League or a league title.
Hey, man.
Saying the 237 million that Jim dashed into the club, raised man's PSR limit so we can spend more money. What's man talking about? We're doing a mad thing. Hey, Gyökeres next, my brother.
Bro, I hate your club, I swear.
Gyökeres next, bro. Man like Tommy Egan, blood. I told you, man, he's rolling through. He's rolling through. It's mad. It's long for everyone, blood. Okay. I said that Gyökeres is open to Man United, bro. So that means he's coming, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically. You know? What about Mafia on the ground, bro? You know what I'm saying?
You're levitating. You've been levitating since
Gucci flip-flop season and Mbeumo, Cunha, and fucking Gyökeres, blood. Tommy.
Bro, you've been levitating, bro. You've been levitating since that Mbeumo bomber. You've been levitating, blood. Don't lie to you. You've been levitating.
Brother, what's man telling me, bro? Listen, bro.
It didn't take much.
Brother, listen, man said the manager's still in contact with the player. You see, when you got the intel like that, when you got the inside man and that, no Diddy, fam. It's just gang business. This is what it is. He was always playing for Man United. It was always happening.
Man said it was always happening.
9 and 10, Gyökeres and Cunha, bro.
They're gonna get
is man all right?
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
to achieve what we want, but
I know we can't keep you long, so I'll be enthusiastic about what's to come and what the potential of this club is with the work you're doing.
Yeah, more than ever, because I see them daily. I see how hungry they are, the quality, the talent, but most importantly, the connection that we have within the club and how much we are willing to do whatever it takes to win for this football club.
Stop the cap.
And obviously, all the people that support our football club. So it's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
What?
It's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
Say it again.
It's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
Say it again. I double dare you, motherfucker.
It's coming. Be a little bit patient, and I promise we will do all our best.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt.
It's coming. Be a little bit patient.
Shut the fuck. Shut.
fucking through. Fuck off.
What's happening, guys? So, I have a match reaction to the shambles that we saw today. Yes, I know some of you might be coming in here thinking, what? But fam, what I saw today was that's just us at Old Trafford. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Am I happy we won? You're damn right. I didn't think we'd win that game. £200 million attack that Man United eventually had on that pitch, and they couldn't even squeeze a goal out of themselves. David Raya. Man of the match. All day long. It's been said anyway. Other than that, what I saw was just basically like, if somebody asks you, right, what went wrong for Arsenal last season, just point to that game. Just point to tonight's game. That's it. Just sit them down, put on, Man United versus Arsenal, Old Trafford, 17th of August, 2025. That's all you need to do. And I guarantee you, even a baby will watch that and say, yeah, I can see why you didn't win the league then. I can see why you didn't win anything. But at the same time, because it's us at Old Trafford, I think if we had Pep as our manager, Messi in attack, right, Maldini at the back, I still think that we would have performed like that, just simply because it's us at Old Trafford. But again, the problem is, why are we still playing like that at Old Trafford? Squeezing 1-0s in that manner. It's mad because we will get a goofy goal and then we can't score a normal goal for shit. It's actually insane. Yeah, I spoke about our record at Old Trafford. This is live, by the way. We're live. But I've spoke about how our record at Old Trafford is goofy. Now we can't go 2-0 up and everything like that. Sorry about that. Anyways, I spoke about how our record at Old Trafford is goofy and everything like that. We can't go 2 up. You know, we haven't scored 3 goals there since in the 70s. And then we'll get a goofy goal in the game. Can't score a normal goal for shit. Literally, we'll have a clean shot on target. Someone's blocking it. It's going over. It's hitting the post or whatever. It's almost like if we score at Old Trafford, we're not destined to go 2-0 up. The only way we can score another goal is if we've either conceded or we were behind to begin with. And we just ended up getting 2 goals or whatever. But that's 3 Old Trafford wins for this manager since he's become the manager. He's matched Arsene Wenger's entirety of facing Man United at Old Trafford. Difference is 2 of Arsene Wenger's wins meant winning the league title, basically. Especially the 0-2. You United fans, y'all know about that. You know what I mean? But that performance today, there's nothing. All I'm proud of is the defense did enough. Raya did his job. Our attack, shambles. People are going to get onto Gyökeres and whatever. I told you, man, he's not going to have a good game in this game. He's going to have a shit game. And it's clear as day. You know what I mean? Literally, it don't matter if it was Gyökeres, don't matter who it was. It could have been Isak. He would have had the same game. That's just how it is at Old Trafford for us. But, you know, cheers to us actually winning, though. £200 million attack. Couldn't even score at home to Arsenal. What way to start the season for you, man? Man United are going to get cooked this season, I'm telling you. I don't think it's getting any better for them, man. If they couldn't see us out, fam, just think of it this way. Teams go to Old Trafford, right, in recent times, and I've been going there and turning them over. Yeah. And when it's our turn, we'll perform like this. We've got that out of the way already. You know what I mean? But yeah, again, Zubimendi didn't have a good game today. Odegaard want nothing special, never really is, really. But Gyökeres was shit, as I predicted. I don't think that's something that's just going to carry on. It's just for this game, in all fairness. Calafiori, you know, I'll don the mark of Calafiori for and Rice combining for that goal, because Rice's corner, had Calafiori not touched it, it probably might have just fallen in anyway. But yeah, Calafiori becomes the first Arsenal defender in Premier League history to score the winning goal at Old Trafford. And not only that, the end, I don't know what Man United's ends are called. I know they've got a Stretford end, Sir Alex Ferguson stand, whatever. I don't know which end is which. But that end that we scored at, that's the first time in Premier League history that the winning goal at Old Trafford was scored by Arsenal in that end. Every other the previous 5 times we won at Old Trafford in the Premier League have all been scored at the other end. Bet you ain't heard nobody else tell you that. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. Anyways, 3 points. Where do we go from here? Well, I don't want to see that performance again, but we are going to see it. That performance, it was exactly like I said. It's exactly why we didn't do anything last season, because that's how we performed when it came to those crucial semi-finals that we had. We can't keep scoring goals like we did today. You know, a corner and it just happened to just go the way it went. Let's not forget, it took 2 corners to beat Man United at Emirates last season. It took 2 corners. And we was not playing good in that game either. In all fairness, we tend to beat Man United when they are all over us. But when we're all over them, you know, because how good did we play when we lost 3-1 in Ten Hag's first season? We played better than them. We were better than them. But we lost. Our best performances at Old Trafford tends to be when we've been on the losing side. You know what I mean? Big up to all you in the chat. Big up to Godfrey. These men still couldn't score against us and we were horrendous. They should be, in all fairness, they should be ashamed of themselves. If I was a Man United fan, I'd be fuming. Because how, and for them not to have Benjamin Tesco starting the game, I think that's a criminal offence in itself. Like, them man know that B-Tech Haaland want it. So why would he not start his new signing? You know what I mean? I didn't even think Arteta would start man like Glock 9. Or should I say Glock 14, but he did. And I said his name. So that means we have to pour up. But he did. And Kai Havertz came on and showed how useless he really is. But again, even if Kai Havertz was on hot form, he would have performed the same because it's us at Old Trafford. Nobody really turns up at Old Trafford. It's just that if somebody can just get a goal, you know what I mean? We see it out. Shut up, Arteta. Get out of Arsenal. Yep. Be up to you, Static. Why ain't it doing it? YG, yes, Arsenal win. Well done. Fantastic. However, that was so horrendous to watch. Yep. I literally was sat. I was sat next to my brother. My cousin was with me. Friends were with me. And I literally said, I'm going to start the stopwatch when we have the ball and see how long it takes before we lose it. I couldn't even get 10 seconds out of these, man. You know what I mean? Like, what I watched, that was exactly what last season was. In all those games we drew, that's how we performed. Can't hold the ball for shit when it gets tight. Can't hold the ball for shit. But then the other team, yes, Man United are at home, but we've seen this even when we're at home. We were so fortunate today. We were so fortunate to see it out, not concede and win the game. Big up to Warren. That was a hard watch from our end, and our next away game is Anfield. We have to fix up. Yeah. Yeah, I got the bastard. Let me get a tissue. I got the little bastard. Yeah, our next game, Anfield, that is not going to be the best of places to go and play like that. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the best of places. Going to Anfield and think you can turn up the way we did. Okay, good luck with that. Well done, Ryan, Gabriel. Yeah, the defense did its job. You know what I mean? The best thing about us was what was happening at the back. You know what I mean? Like, because Man United players, they were cutting through. They did what they always do, right? And in all fairness, it's always worked for them when they've gotten something against us, especially at Old Trafford. What they did was always work. There was nothing abnormal about Man United, really. They just did the same thing. It's just that it didn't work out for them today because we were just too good defensively. And in all fairness, they just weren't good enough. Their best wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? Big up to Rod in the building. Can we never win at OT convincingly? We can never. No, we can't. We can't. The most convincing win was a cup game in the early 2000s where we won 2-0. You know what I mean? But otherwise, it's one of them where you're twiddling your thumbs thinking, are we actually going to see it out? You know what I mean? Ryan, man of the match, if it wasn't for him, we'd be toasted. Exactly. I'm sure David Raya's got a 100% win record at Old Trafford at this point. Not 100%, but I'm sure he's undefeated when he's been at Old Trafford because I'm sure when... actually, no. I think the season before he came to us, when Brentford lost at Old Trafford, I think he was in goal. But he hadn't lost there in an Arsenal shirt anyway. Yeah, we sat back at Anfield. If we play like that, we get battered. Yeah, we can't go 1-0 up and think we're going to hold Liverpool out at Anfield. You know what I mean? As goofy as our record is at Old Trafford, we can only do that at Old Trafford. Don't you? Like, I could list a whole load of teams we couldn't stay 1-0 like that against without conceding something. You know what I mean? And in all fairness, majority of the time we concede something against Man U, whether it's to draw the game or you know, whatever, when it comes to being at Old Trafford. But to hold on to a 1-0 lead, Old Trafford is literally the best place we can do it at. Our record is so goofy, man. Cunha was classed today. Should have gotten him during the January transfer. Yeah, well, we got Madueke now. He's I told you. See how we brought him on to replace Martinelli? You know what I mean? Man might say, oh, well, Trossard's injured, that's why. Fam. You know what I mean? Madueke's seen minutes, 1 year he's not. Okay? Alright. Okay. Okay, alright. Big up to Eman. I don't know if I pronounced your name right, but, you know, my bad. We need 2 more attackers after watching that. We need a new manager after watching that as well. You know what I mean? But, yeah. We're done in the transfer window now. We ain't doing anything else. I mean, we ain't doing anything else. That's our business done. Yeah, we could have got Cunha. Yep, we could have done. But nope. We just no service for man like Glock 14. Them through balls need to be central. I think Gyökeres, we will see the quality that he's going to possess for us. It's just that, you know, at Old Trafford, he was always going to have a shit game. Man United fans were loving it in the stadium when he had a poor performance and got subbed. I mean, they were loving it. Odegaard was shambles, so was Saka and Martinelli. The attack wasn't good enough. Just weren't good enough. You know what I mean? Usually it's an attacker that gets the winning goal for Arsenal at Old Trafford. What even that this time? Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? That's interesting stat, didn't know that. Rice does not look like himself, looks off the pace. But he'll go under the radar because of deliveries like the corner. In all fairness, he had a free kick just before he went off. He had the free kick. I thought to myself, if that wasn't at Old Trafford, I would have said he's going to score that. But I knew he wasn't because we're not destined to go 2-0 up. Literally, if we're 1-0 up at Old Trafford, literally we'd miss an open goal. That's how bad it is. Like it'd just be one of them. We drag it wide or some shit, ping it over. That's how goofy it is. We're just not destined to go to up there. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Since the 70s, I don't know what it is. Because the 70s was the last time we scored 3 goals there. You know what I mean? Martinelli is pants. But he's going to be continue to be playing. Wanyeri should be starting games for us, not in my opinion. As when you look at it now. But we're going to see more of this. What we saw, Magic 22 shots and yet no goal. Exactly.
You idiots! You silly boys!
200 million attack. Ruben, 10. Amorim. Oh, we're going to have a look on YouTube in a sec anyway. We're going to have a look and see Wagwan, because I'm waiting for certain mans to upload their match reactions. I'm waiting for it. Why'd you have to watch this later? Take care, legend. Big up to you. That fraud, Amorim, also didn't start Ahmad. That's his mistake, not starting Ahmad and not starting Tesco. Should have started him. He thought he could get cute though, didn't he? You know what I mean? They've got themselves a Portuguese Arteta, you know. You know what I mean? Let's have another shot of this good stuff. So good, that. Like I said earlier, don't want to hear smack from United fans today. September 2022, we lost at Old Trafford, being the better team, and they told us we had nothing to show for it. Yeah. In fact, what I might do, I might go back to some a match reaction of when we lost there in 2022, because I do remember that being the thing. Do you just because you play better, mate? You didn't get the result. You know what I mean? Now we do it. Oh, but no, mate. Sorry, it's just not. No way can we continue to perform like that. But we will. But we will be. Unfortunately, yes, we will. That's just a start. Looking forward to Anfield, though. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game. Saka in for another long season. Yeah. Room for... Got it. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, let's have a 2-2-bit look at what's going on in these YouTube streets. Does anyone we want to laugh at uploaded a match reaction? They haven't, have they? No, they've got one coming up. Oh wait, lucky Arsenal. So let's get into it. Let's share the screen and all that. Let's have a look at what man's got to say for himself. Let's have a look. You know what? Let's talk about this. Sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it.
Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here, Old Trafford, and Arsenal Football Club. Count yourselves lucky. You are lucky today. Today, yeah, you did not deserve to win. Manchester United, we couldn't find a solution up front, but we did not deserve to lose today, man. That was probably Amorim's.
Just like we didn't deserve to lose at Old Trafford in 2022. The game when Martinelli went through on goal and scored after 2 minutes. And then, 2-2 bit of a touch on Eriksen, VAR ruled it out. That game. When y'all were saying, oh, but it don't matter if we pay better, we still lost. Well, that's our turn, fam. We were shit. You had a £200 million attack and you still lost 1-0. You know what I mean?
His best performance in the Premier League.
What did I say to you guys? I know I paused it again. What did I say to you guys? What did I say to you guys about United fans? How they'll take this performance and run with it. When fans like him and others should know full well, you are always going to perform against us at Old Trafford. You're always going to put. Of course, it was your best performance. It's Arsenal at Old Trafford. You man always turn up. That's just what you do. You know what I mean? It's literally a United performance at Old Trafford is literally the equivalent of an anesthetic, right? I need to numb the pain for a bit. Yeah. Yes, let's just say you're in severe pain. Let's take me, for example, when I had laser eye surgery a couple months ago, yeah? They gave me the anesthetic drops and all that shit, yeah? Because the burning in the eyes, yeah, I don't even want to get into that, yeah? But when I put them in, it took the burning pain away. And I could, because believe it or not, after having laser eye surgery and everything like that, believe it or not, even looking up and watching, say, TV or concentrating on something is hard. Just imagine the feeling of, let's just say somebody gave you a shopping bag full of shopping and they said, just hold it up, hold it in front of you and just keep holding it like that. Eventually, your arm gets tired and you can't hold it anymore, eventually. That's what it feels like, but with the eyes. I can't keep watching that. I have to look down, I have to look away, I have to do whatever, but I can't keep watching it because my eyes get tired. My eyes literally fatigue. Yeah? But when you put the drops in, the numbing drops, it takes that away and you feel a bit of normality for a bit. That's Man United at Old Trafford against Arsenal. They've got that bit, they've took the drops and they've got that normality. Yeah? And this feels like, this is normal. That's why I said the merging to Fergie days when it comes to Arsenal going Old Trafford. But then they go back to default settings because the anesthetic wears off. That's literally what happens. But they'll sit on there or stand on there now talking about, it's our best performance going, mate. Our best performance. Of course it was. Of course it was. It's always going to be. That's all. I guarantee you, that's all United fans have been saying on their match reactions. The performance, mate. In fact, let me find my video. Before I get back into it, let me find my clip. The performance, man.
Front, but we did not deserve to lose today, man. That was probably Amorim's best performance in the Premier League. In terms of determination, game plan, know-how. It's
because it's us at Old Trafford. I guarantee you won't perform like that against a club you should be smoking over with ease. Guarantee it. Guarantee they'll make hard work of Leeds United and Sunderland and them. Guarantee it. Watch. If Sunderland and Leeds United win at Old Trafford, it'd be more than 1-0. Watch.
The final execution was missing today. But today, honestly, bro, I'm telling you now, normally I come out here and I'm moaning. Today, that's how I want to play.
Yeah, and that's what you get. That's what you'll get. Oh my days. How right am I, man? Are they getting fooled by this? Are they getting fooled by that performance? All right, let's listen to him some more.
That's how I want to play Amorim. And today, yeah, Arsenal, count yourselves lucky, man. We didn't have our shooting boots on today.
We had £200 million attack, fam. You see what I mean? Do you guys? I know I keep pausing it, and it's my bad, yeah. But do you guys see what I'm saying now? There's no critique of their attack, the £200 million attack that they had that they couldn't score against us. No critique, not whatsoever. Yeah. Why? Because they're getting fooled by their performance, thinking, "Whoa, going forward, mate, we're gonna do that to everybody else, and we're gonna end up beating them, mate." Same trick. They fall for it every single time. They go into it thinking, how we performed against Arsenal, watch what happens to everybody else now. And that, you see? Because let this be Sunderland that beat them. Let this be Crystal Palace that beat them. They'll be criticising the attack, saying, "Why won't Umbremo score in there? Why won't Cunha won't good enough? Umbremo cost too much, pal." They'll be saying all sorts, but they won't say it against us because they take their performance against us as, yeah, this is what we are. This is what we can be. They fall for it every single time. Every single time.
He did not have a shooting boots on today. Set piece, man. We should have known. Set piece again, ole ole. We should have known, man. Bayende, come on, bro. You know what they're about. This is your moment to just make sure you're secure, you're ready. Make sure you're not going to be clumsy because they will take advantage. And that's what they did. And they had nothing after that. Name me a Bayende save they had to make. We had 20 odd shots today. And I felt to myself, bro, something's got to give. But it never came, man. Frustrated, man. But if we play like that, yeah, and you lose like that, a lot of fans, yeah, they can accept that. They can accept losing, but trying. They can accept losing with a plan. They can't accept losing without a plan. Today, Man United had a plan. And Arsenal had one set piece, and they got away with it. Lessons have to be learned. We need a goalkeeper. Ruben Amorim, do not rest your laurels on Bayende and Onana. Do not. Because you will find yourself a very, very unfortunate man. Because they will cost you. And it cost us today. Because on the floor, Arsenal had no solutions. They had nothing. They were toothless. Gyökeres has fallen on the floor.
Just help me to understand.
They just don't get it, do they? They just don't get it. I've explained this earlier. As I said, it literally doesn't matter if we had Pep Guardiola as manager and we had prime Messi, prime Maldini at the back. None of that. It don't matter. We literally would have performed the same way. We would look shit. We would look like, oh, we don't know how to play football, or I've forgotten how to play. I've got amnesia. I don't know how to play football. That's what we are at Old Trafford, for the most part. While they look like, we make them look like something. But as the comment said earlier, watch when the Brightons and them, man, come at Old Trafford. Watch. You know what I mean? If Saeed was aware, like I am, when it comes to this fixture, he'd be saying, that performance what I saw from Man United, that is just what we do when Arsenal come to town. But what I want to see is us do that every single game, not just save it for Arsenal. Because we weren't good enough today, and the attack should have been better. With £200 million attack, and you're not scoring a goal against Arsenal. Because we're typically not going to perform like this against everybody else. So I need you, man, to be able to perform like this against everybody else and not just save it just for Arsenal. That's what you should be saying. If he was aware of this fixture like I am, he'd be saying stuff like that. But he ain't. He's too busy saying, but we played well, let's see. You know what I mean? But you man should know that you always play well against us. If anything, if you're going to play shit and lose, it'll be when you come to the Emirates. But even then, I'm trying to think of the last time you man was absolute dog shit at the Emirates. And we beat you. I'm just trying to think. Maybe when we beat you 3-0 when Sanchez and Ozil scored in that game. Maybe, because I don't recall United being all that, to be fair. But other than that, you man are always in the picture. There's a reason we haven't smoked you, man, by 4s and shit. You know what I mean? Well, as I said, I told you, I know United fans better than they know themselves. I'm telling you. I could tell them about themselves more than what they could. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, Timberland boots on. Bambi on ice. He's the one that's had pre-season, by the way. Sesko came on, yeah. I did more than him in the whole game. Woo! But I just felt for myself, you know what, man? Like, United needed something today. We needed a bit of spark. We needed a bit of magic today, and we just couldn't get there, man. Just couldn't find the missing piece. I felt like in the first half, we did everything right, but we couldn't get the ball into the area. We bring on Sesko, we don't cross in the box. Like, what's this, bro? You bring on Sesko, we're not crossing. We're trying to find solutions on the ball. In the first half, we did our build-up and Bumo quality today. But the problem is no one was in the box. And that was our issue today. We just lacked that clinical edge. And it will come. It will come. It will take time. This front three will take time. But, bro,
how do you know this front three ain't a smoke screen? Again, you lot always perform against us. And because this was the first game of the season, it's now even easier for these men to fall for what they've seen today. Because the same can't be said about us. The same can't necessarily be said about us. That's why I said in my match preview, if we were to turn these men over convincingly, if we beat them, like smoke them, it will mean more to us than them just beating us because of the manner of everything. Our record at Old Trafford. We can't go 2 goals up, blah, blah, blah. So if we'd have won 5-0 today, I'd be looking at us differently. But a 1-0 win performing like that, even if we perform like this and won 5-0, I'd be looking at us differently. I'd be like, you know what? If we can go Old Trafford and do this now, what can we do to anybody else? But the same can't be said to them. You know what I mean? They always perform against us. They always turn up. They've always got that extra gear, you know. It's just a matter of trying to come from behind if you go behind against us. Because if we start stinking it, start Stoke City in it out, then it can become one. You know what I mean?
So you see them lot, man, they're jammy, man. Because they're singing, yeah? They're singing, 1-0 to the Arsenal and all of that, bro. Get out of here, man. And the referee as well was shocking today as well. Shocking.
It's ironic. He supports a football club that literally got lucky so many times and had refs in the back pocket. Hence why Fergie's got so many Premier League titles to his name. You couldn't make this up, could you? You literally could not make this up. Man's talking about, you got lucky, man. Look how many times they got lucky. I mean, it was 1-0 to be fair. 1-0, yeah. But they had enough time to try and do something to overturn that, and they couldn't do it. £200 million attack. Look how many 90-plus minute goals these men snatched under Fergie. Penalties they got that should never have been given. And now, fast forward 2025, these men want to cry. In fact, let me find it. These men want to be crying
to me, and I'm not having it.
Talking about, oh, but you all got lucky. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely wild. But you know what? Let me see what anybody else is saying about this, Man United fan-wise. Let's be optimistic, says Culture Cams. Let's just hear what he's saying.
Look, if you're watching this right now, I might be on FCM right now. So if go and watch FCM right now on DR Sports, because I'm probably live talking about the game. I'm probably live talking about the whole Premier League weekend. But firstly, guys, let me just get into this, right? Look, I'm actually very, very, very low about that defeat. And when I say low, I'm not talking about, like the world is going to end or anything. I'm low because I think that game was there for the taking. I think that game was there for the taking, and I don't think we took the opportunity properly. Arsenal were there for the taking, people. And that is the fact. They did not turn up today. Arsenal did not turn up today to play. Arsenal did not turn up.
Can you guys still hear that video? Let me know if you can still hear it. Because I've extended the screen to my Apple TV. Just so that I'm not switching tabs. I can look at StreamYard and then I can look at the video on there. Can you guys still hear the video? Let me know.
At their best, they did not need to get out of their stride, really. And we gave them our best punch, and it still wasn't good enough to get 3 points today or even get a draw. Now, we're going to talk about why that is, right? First and foremost, I want to talk about the lineup, right? You guys are probably going to say I'm always complaining about Amorim, but that lineup, guys, was not acceptable. That is not an acceptable.
Now, I can get United fans, you know, out here, you know, crying about the lineup. I get it. I can give them that. I can give them that. But anything else about, oh, you got lucky, we're better than you, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Full lineup. If you just get rid of this pragmatic mentality, if you get rid of this kind of negative mentality where we're so inferior, then we can become a better team. It's the first game of the season. We should be put out the new signings, put Ahmad on the pitch, have the attackers on the pitch. Let us have 5-6 attackers on the pitch and make things happen. Probe, try and get at Arsenal, go toe to toe. But we play with a negative team. Okay, we maybe didn't perform very negatively, because I'm going to talk about that. But we didn't have enough quality on the pitch. If we performed how we did in a second, with a knee up in the sky. Whoever gets in your way, gets in your way. You have the permission to game around, conform today. They didn't come out today. Saka did not have a good game today. Zubimendi, all of these players, they didn't have a good game today. They were quiet. If you walked away and you told me Saka was going to perform like that, Gyökeres is going to perform like that, Martinez, all of these players, I think Odegaard was probably Arsenal's best kind of overall player. If you told me they were going to perform like that, I would tell you, oh, we're going to get 3 points. So it's disappointing that we walked away with nothing, people. Very disappointed. But I'm going to be optimistic today. I think overall, you know, to be playing an Arsenal team who are obviously one of the best teams in the league and give it a go.
Don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to do it. I think he's going to do it, guys. I think he's going to do it. Shall I let him do it? Let's let him do it. Let's get it. Let's go back. Let's go.
Very disappointed, but I'm going to be optimistic today. I think overall, you know, to be playing an Arsenal team who are obviously one of the best teams in the league and give it a go in terms of, you know, I don't know what the possession statistics were, but I saw the touches in the box. I saw the shot opportunities, even though in the second half, it took too long for us to challenge Raya. He was absolutely brilliant, by the way, today, Raya. He's like a cat sometimes. Honestly, this guy's like a cat. Sometimes he reminds me of De Gea in his prime with some of the saves that he makes, right? But at the same time, we could have done better. There was moments we were letting the game just pass. You look at, we're just hoofing the ball to Maguire. We're taking shots. We're not getting shots. It took us so long to get our second shot at Arsenal in the game. You know, but I'm going to be optimistic. You know, if we can perform like that on a consistent basis, we could have a decent season.
But the problem is with you, man, is you what? That's your main problem. Again, if you can see what I can see, you would see that it's highly likely that you're not going to perform like that when it comes to those games against your Sunderlands, your Brightons, your Palaces, your Wolves, and them. You know what I mean? Again, that performance, don't get fooled by it. That's just United playing Arsenal at Old Trafford. You always, you know what I mean? You always perform. Basically, what I say that to say this. Basically, when Man United fans watch their team perform against us at Old Trafford, and it's a decent performance, just ignore it. Basically, you know what I mean? Just ignore it, because that's going to happen. That's just literally what happens. That's just how it goes. The performances you need to worry about is against everybody else. It's not us. Because when it's us, you turn up. The only disappointment for you, man, is that you performed and didn't win. That's it. Ignore how you performed. Ignore that. Unless your performance was dog shit. If it's not, ignore it. Because that's always how it is. You know what I mean? That's always how it is. It's us with the goofy record at your gaff. You know what I mean? It's us that can't score more than 2 goals at Old Trafford. It's us that only have 6 wins in Premier League history at Old Trafford. It's us that if we're losing at Old Trafford, we are not coming back to win the game. That's us. Y'all don't have that kind of worry. The only worry, if anything, the only thing we have over them when it comes to the Emirates is they've never won at the Emirates and kept a clean sheet. You know what I mean? But basically, if Man United score against us at Old Trafford, we're not winning the game. That's how it's been. Throughout Premier League history, every time Man United have scored against Arsenal at Old Trafford, we've never won the game. So again, if your performance is good against Arsenal at Old Trafford, ignore it. Because y'all, always turn up against us. You know what I mean?
But as I said, I think the players, of course, there's an upgrade in quality when you look at Mbumo, you look at Cunha. I think the players did a better job than the managers today, I'll be honest. I think they did. I think De Ligt was absolutely colossal today. Colossal. What a performance that was. He was winning headers, dominated Gyökeres, getting involved in the attack, blocks. This is what I call him a survival mode defender. When the backs are against the wall, not necessarily that we had our backs against the wall, but when you need last-ditch tackling, when you need heart, you need blood, you need thunder. De Ligt is really good in them games. Now, when we want to become a progressive team, play a higher line, we'll see where De Ligt fits into that vision. But in games like this, I actually have a receipt from the 13th of January 2025 in my group chat talking about De Ligt. And funny enough, it was against Arsenal, and I was saying the same thing. What a colossal performance. But these are the type of games that De Ligt, I'm not concerned about him. But what a performance. They played with his heart on the line, even getting into the box and trying.
Yes, they'll do it against that. Has anybody, there might be people in here that watch other other football fan channels. Have you ever heard of United players bigging up? Because, in all fairness, with United currently, Man United players, Man United fans, normally bitching about the players. And rightly so. But then when it's us, they'll big up the player that performs so well. And it's like, well, performing well against Arsenal, it's in Manchester United blood, pretty much. Like, literally, a good performance against Arsenal while wearing a Man U shirt is nothing to be proud of. That is going to happen. That's going to happen. That's just, you know what I mean? You splash water on the sheets, it's wet. Like that. There's no argument. You know what I mean?
Trying to will the team to win. Proper performance, and it's gone to waste because obviously we've lost. We've lost the game, so it's gone to waste. But I want to talk about the new signings. Cunha. Wow. Some of the moments of quality that he was showing. It was a breath of fresh air.
He was always gonna just wait and see what he does against your Sunderlands, your Brightons, your Palaces, your Wolves. Just wait for them, fam, and obviously the big games as well. But again, any performance in your Manchester United shirt versus Arsenal, it's nothing to be proud of unless they're doing it consistently. That means they're doing it to everybody, not just saving it for Arsenal because it's a big game. We can't lose against Arsenal. No, it has to be towards everybody. You know what I mean? Now, it's a new signing, and we were the first game of the season. You know what I mean? So it's going to be more understandable that there'll be some United fans maybe gassing a little bit over 2-2 bit performance from new signings. as I said, how they perform going forward, look at that.
Haven't seen that from Garnacho. Haven't seen that from Jadon Sancho. You know, it was a breath of fresh air with some of the stuff that he was doing on the pitch. Ahmad came on, looked dangerous. But one thing that I've got, my one issue with Ahmad, you need to cross the ball more. You need to cross the ball more. He gets to the byline, he cuts in, he passes it back, tries to play.
Yeah, because he's trying to be messy. Because I'm not going to say him, but y'all was talking about Ivory and Messi and all that shit. Pour that pressure on the players. Every time United fans put too bit of pressure on the players, they start underperforming because y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. As soon as they did it to Kobe Mainoo, you know, we can list players' names of when they start gassing them up. You know what I mean? It can affect the team. Don't be surprised if man like Mbeumo, that he's the next target. You know what I mean?
Play 1-2s. You need to cross the ball more. We have a 6'5" striker in the box. We need crosses in, and that was really disappointing for me because when Sesko came on, I think we only put 2 crosses into the box, 1 or 2 crosses. We were putting in more crosses when we had no one there.
I'll put that down to our centre backs making sure they're standing tall with him. Because if you're a winger and or a wide player, and you're seeing your tall striker up ahead, and he's got 2 other tall figures stood next to him, making sure he's guarding, I might be a little bit put off throwing in a cross because the likeliness is the defender might get it. Really and truly, I should just throw it in anyway, throw in the cross. But you know, I can't say what's really going through the players' heads.
I thought Mason Mount showed energy as he always does. I thought he was actually good today. I thought he shouldn't have come. I thought Bruno was absolutely shocking today. I thought Bruno was shocking. And Mbeumo as well, he started gassing out towards the end. You could see it. He's not fully fit. But his performance is what I thought was encouraging. And this is why I'm big on the Premier League signings. I'm not concerned about those two. Those two will come good, in my opinion. Cunha and Mbeumo will be good signings. I look at Dorgu. Dorgu for 60, 70 minutes was brilliant. But then again,
Yeah, brilliant, of course. I mean, you're facing us. When was he ever brilliant before? When has these man spoke about the BTEC Doku like this? What other game did they watch? And they say, oh, Doku was amazing. You know what I mean? Again, don't get fooled by what they do against Arsenal because, you know, they're going to try the best. Arsenal is the standard of what these men want to exceed. That's the attitude they have. Oh, guys, horrendous. How much longer does this guy play for Arsenal? As long as this manager wants him to, unfortunately. I'm telling you, that decision making is going to be costing us, you know what I mean? But let me go to another video. As man like Ronnie got best performance under Amrim, and like Saeed is live now. He's just started it. So you got man like Ronnie is just avoiding it in there. KG's Reckless Sport uploaded his match reaction.
He's that kind, but he drops that.
Don't want to be playing that.
5 things I deeped about Man United versus Arsenal. We're gonna get into it, man. But first things I need you to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. Let's not waste no time. We lost the game in it. Man United 0, Arsenal 1. First thing deep.
Oops.
What can I say, man?
Let me just go back to that.
Into it. Let's not waste no time. We lost the game in it. Man United 0, Arsenal 1.
Yes, indeed.
You idiot! You silly boys!
Big up to you, Andy. Yeah, catch it on a replay. Anyways,
first thing deep. what can I say, man? Just disappointed. I am disappointed. I won't lie to you lot. I'm disappointed because you don't want to lose the first game of the season. But I saw things to be positive about. I saw a performance from
I saw things to be proud of, mate. See what I mean? Told you. Like they don't learn. Like how you perform against us. That's just how it is. Y'all need to be looking at how you're gonna perform going forward, because y'all always gonna turn up against us. So really and truly, just because you perform good against us, it literally means fuck all. Win or lose. Literally means nothing, because you might have a track record of making sure as long as you don't lose to Arsenal, mate. That's you know what I mean?
From a Man United side that we were on them. We were the best team. The best team lost. You lot know the same. We've heard it many, many times before. I could be effing and blinding, but I don't think that's appropriate. You know, there's things that go.
I know it is appropriate. You had £200 million attack and you couldn't break us down. You see? See what I mean? See what I mean? I told you. Did I not tell you guys? They'll get fooled by their performance. Now, I obviously had Man United to win this game, yeah. But I told you, however they perform, they'll get fooled by it, thinking that's what it is now. Failing to understand that their performance, that's just what they do against us. They're failing to understand that. So they're saying, "Oh, I can take positives from it, mate." So when they don't perform like that, when it comes to your Sunderlands, your Wolves, your Palaces, your Brightons, and them, then they'll start being out here, you know, crying because they're not achieving. Let's not forget these men just lost the Europa League final. Look how they played in that. You know what I mean? Performing against Arsenal is the bar. Exactly. It's a bar for these men. Yeah, KG, just like we were the better team that lost to you in September 2022. Exactly. Oh, I'm gonna find the videos, by the way. I'm gonna find them in a minute. I'm just killing time because I'm thinking maybe man like you know who.
10 fucking Heisenberg blood.
I was thinking, I don't think he's gonna upload his match reaction, you know. I don't think he's gonna do one. I don't think he's gonna do. I honestly don't think he's gonna do it. It was let's put it this way. If Man United had won today, like I thought they were gonna do, man will be out with the shades, wouldn't he? Talking about man will be out here talking about I told man. You know them were there. You know what I mean? But you see, it didn't pan out like that. It didn't pan out like that. Did you already react to rants? No, there's nothing to react to. He hadn't uploaded his match reaction or anything. If I was to react to anything, it would be his live stream, which I haven't seen anything of, by the way. I haven't seen anything. After the game, he already ended it. Big up to Views on Sport. Shocking performance, yeah. Shocking. I've been speaking about it earlier. But I'm going to timestamp this live stream anyway. So that anybody that watches it back can just go straight to what they want to go to. But let's hear some more of this. We played good, FC. We performed well, FC. I'm proud of the team, FC.
Got to be fixed. There's things that got to be addressed. But I have to say this, my first thing that I realized, and the first thing I can say that I really deep from this performance is, you know what? Man United, we're going to be okay this season. We're going to be okay this season. Yeah.
See? Told you. I told you. Told you. Hook, line, and sinker. Told you. They get fooled by it. They get fooled by it every single time. Oh, perform well this Arsenal, mate. That means we're having a good season. Every single time. They'll fall for it. how we perform against Arsenal, mate. Oh, well, we're definitely going to be all right. Okay. All right. Okay. You see, under Ten Hag, yeah, they were the start of the season poor. They lost the first 2 games or something like that, and then they started doing well. And they beat us, they beat Liverpool, and beat some other teams. You know what I mean? And it's like I can understand them thinking they up because they were doing this against multiple teams. But then obviously the warranty started to wear off, and then it's back to basics basically. Let's just try and see it out against other teams. But when it's Arsenal, we must turn up, mate. Can't lose against Arsenal. And they play that, and that's how they play. They play like, what game have we seen that Man United gave up? Where we were just better than them and they gave up? Because I've seen it against City. We've seen it. Hang on a minute. I've got the perfect clip for this, right? Because we've seen it. Right?
I've seen him do it.
We've seen Man United perform against Liverpool, Man City. You could say Chelsea to a degree, but we've seen them where they essentially give up. Yeah, they know they're not going to win the game. They're not going to do anything. You get players that down tools because they know they're not going to get anything from the game. I've never seen that against Arsenal. Never. Anyhow, we're leading the game. These men are trying their absolute best to try and get something. If they're losing 1-0, they're trying to get a draw at least. You know what I mean? They can be 3 goals down against Liverpool, and these men will start wilting. Let's not forget that FA Cup final that helped Man City win a treble, yeah? Inside the first 13 seconds, yeah? Rashford decides, I don't fancy going for that header. Who's doing that against Arsenal in a Man United shirt? Who's doing it? You know what I mean?
I'm disappointed. Yes, should have won the game. Don't want to lose the first home game, but you can build on that performance. Absolutely. So yeah, first thing deep is that. Disappointed, but we can build on it. In Boomo, yeah. In Booms, I'm saying right now, we know we got a player on our hands. And he's different to Cunha. And I'll get to Cunha in a little while. But you can see...
Basically, he's going to be sucking off Cunha and then Bremo because of their performance against Arsenal. And, okay, maybe they might do something in the season, but, when it comes to performances against Arsenal, watch how Sheamus KG is going to be the rest of this week. We can build on that performance. And I told you about these, man. We can build up performance, man. Telling you, these men fall for it every single time. Let's try and let's try and find nope. Hang on a minute. Who's live with? We ain't gonna see man like Ronnie, are we? He's just not gonna do it, is he? He's not gonna upload the reaction. We ain't gonna see it. We ain't gonna see it, guys. So what I'll do is can you search for a video within someone's channel? You should be able to, shouldn't you? Because you can go on someone's Twitter page and then search for words that they've said. You know what I mean? But can you do the same thing with? Hold on. I just want to see if I can bring up any I don't want to have to go to somebody's channel and then dig for the match reaction of when we lost in 2022 to Man United. I don't want to have to do that because it's going to be taking some time. Okay, let's go to Andy Tate. He reacts to Man United losing, and this is an hour ago.
Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1. I'm joined by Andy Tate. First game of the season, Andy. Off to a loss, similar result to last season, but it felt like a different performance, I thought.
Yeah, I think the better team lost today, and the team at won were nothing, feeding on scraps like a walking dead corpse. I've seen enough of United to see a heartbeat, to see a pulse, to see a body that's coming to life, slowly getting.
Guys, it's happening again. It's happening again, guys. It's happening again.
Rebuilt, and I seen enough in obviously I couldn't get in the stadium. We'll talk about that later. But I seen enough from the highlights in the first half and from when I got in the stadium to know we'll be all right this season. I seen it.
I didn't pay these guys to say this, by the way, guys. I didn't pay anybody to say it. I'm not putting money in these Man United fans' pockets and telling them to say, just get fooled by the performance and say that you're gonna be all right this season. I'm not paying them. I'm not paying them. I reckon I could scramble all over YouTube through these Man United fan channels and they'll all say the same thing. I don't think I'll find one that will say, no, but we always perform like this against Arsenal, though. We always turn up. We always try and beat them. I'm not getting fooled by this because I need to see this against everybody, not just Arsenal. I bet I won't see one that say that. They'll all say the same thing like he's just said. Oh, I've seen enough from what I've seen, mate. I've seen enough. Getting fooled by it. Getting fooled by the performance, thinking that it means something.
Just help me to understand.
I've seen him do it.
Jesus.
And I did Arsenal, if they played the way they do like that all season, you're going to be second again. Let's say.
I don't think we'll be second again. I didn't put it on here. I don't think we'll be second again. We'll be even worse. You know what I mean? But when we play shit at your gaff, like I know what the deal is with us. But playing shit at your gaff, that's just even the best Arsenal couldn't beat you. If we were talking about the Invincibles being the best. You know what I mean? Even the best Arsenal couldn't smoke Man United. You know what I mean? But with y'all have this mentality of, I will take any mishap in life, but I will not take Arsenal beating us mentality. You know what I mean? And it's been like that over and over again.
They were nothing today, nothing, and we should have got something today. And it was just a mistake from the goalkeeper, error again, flapping in the wind.
Just on the way United played, then you said that there's enough there. You see a heartbeat, you see a little bit of life. What was it in particular that you thought was different to last season? Was it the players? Was it the style? What was it?
It was a bit of the style of attacking. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce. Cunha in Burmo. I've seen enough there. It's like interlinking. Dorgu in the post as well. We should have got something in the first half. We should be level, or he may be even winning. Forgive my pronunciations. I'm still a bit tired from last night working. But I seen enough. The attacking play was good. Second half, we were still going at it, but Arsenal still nothing. The midfield's still a little bit ropey, but the defence was good. Really good. Really strong defence. But we're crying out for a midfielder and a new goalkeeper. And the second half, we often puffed, and we still get pressing them. And Arsenal didn't have a shot second half, maybe a free kick if that.
Yeah.
But I've seen enough with the togetherness you see from where, like you say, I've heard in the news, like they say, that the atmosphere, it looks healthier. They look like there's a bond there. The bad boys have been removed. The spoiled little brat brats the entitlement they've got about.
Well, I'm going to find another clip. Might as well. I mean, maybe we might see some channels upload something. Hold on, I didn't need to click that. Right. I'll just type in. So obviously we've got fan reactions, goal reactions. So that's a match reaction. Henry talks football at it again. We won't win the title playing like that. No, what? Definitely not. Definitely not. They're live, so I'm not going to go to someone's live streaming. Way.
But come on, United, I hope we smash them up, right? They're going to just do their classic Stoke City tactics in here. Long throw into the box there. Euro heads in. I can't stand the way Arsenal play, though, mate. Proper Stoke City 2.0 guff. Are we watching the Miami Dolphins in disguise here? It's a shambles. Long ball over the top then for the Arsenal Hollands. It's Gyökeres up against De Ligt, and he does win that.
Is it me or the first game scripted? No. It's just I said all along how United will perform this game. The fans will get fooled by it, thinking that is who they are, when really that's only who they are when they play us. And literally every United channel I've played so far, what 3 of them, all said the same thing basically. That proud of the performance. FC. It's like you're proud of a performance that you only saved to play against us for. I mean, there'll be the odd few games here and there where United will really turn up. You know what I mean? Like last season, Southampton they made Southampton look like prime Real Madrid, but then United just was like, nah, we can't let this carry on. You know what I mean? Like United will get smoked like 3 games on the spin, and when it comes to that 4th game, they'll be losing, and then they'll grind it out just to make it not as bad. Otherwise, they're just down tools all the time until playing us. You know what I mean? 3 points. Can I celebrate? It's out. You can celebrate. Stoke City 2.0. That's what we are. Have I still got that image in here? Actually, I might not have have it in. Oh yeah, we still do. You know what I mean? That's who we are, fam. You know what I mean?
A physical battle. Brilliant defending by the Pie Man. Yes, mate, the Pieway Man. Yes, mate, the Pieway Man. Luke Shaw. We're going to call him the Pieway Man from.
Let's get to the goal.
Bayonder, you shatter! No! Fucking hell! Fucking no! What the actual fuck, mate? Oh, bollocks! Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, come on, man! It's bloody Bayonder with a flubber hand Andre Onana inspired flap! Oh, my God! What the actual fucking...
All right, let's go on to... It's probably his match reaction by now.
Is he really going to be capable of playing your number 1 role throughout the season in the Premier League? Probably not, mate, no. So it's obvious. I hope what this game does is just further highlight the reality that we need to go and sign a proper goalkeeper and a midfielder as well. Yes, Casemiro had a fine game. I thought he was fine, but you can still see the lack of mobility there is going to cost us at times. We need a new defensive midfield. We need some bollocks about us. We need somebody who's got a firm wrist. That should be a requirement. We need to line these new goalkeepers up, check the short list of goalkeepers, and go and do a wrist bone density test on them. That's right. Never mind football scouting anymore. We need to find out who's got the fucking densest wrist, so we don't have this bloody incident again with these melty bloody error-prone wristed melts like Bayonder and Onana. So, goodness, we have to do something about this, guys. Arsenal, you're so lucky. Arsenal, you're the shitest winners I've ever seen at Old Trafford here today. You guys were poodoo magoo. You weren't good. Somehow you've won the game. Your goalie's had a great game. We've had loads of chances against you, and we really struggled to create. That was a better performance from us in terms of creating chances and attacking than we saw in pre-season against anyone. So,
yeah, why is that? Because you're playing us. Of course, it was the best performance since pre-season. You played us. That's a given.
Opening game at Old Trafford against Arsenal, we finished second. There's definitely positives to be had. Oh, piss off, Samiassi, you mug. I haven't seen you all summer long, Samiassi, and I'd got used to it, to be honest. And here he is in again chirping up here with his nonsense. Samiassi says, even when we're rubbish, we win. Oh, do you know what? You were so rubbish today saying that. I don't know how you've won. It's a sickener. You lucky, lucky boy. You lucky, lucky boys. Nico Sharteta coming here and being so lucky, man. You're a disgrace.
It's embarrassing.
To get that in my live chat, mate.
Disgrace.
We're so unlucky. That's it,
what
really.
It is.
We're unlucky. We've gone out on a night out trying to pull a cracking bird. And we have done. We've got Miss World back to the fucking hotel.
Well, I'm gonna let me just I'll try again with the maybe if I type that in, I might find it. That's 6 years ago for me. Not that one. Okay, so let me go on to what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to I don't want it to play the
time at the Emirates. It's
That's
your
right.
time. But what did you make of the game?
First of all, no. You know I'm quite fair in it. So I'm going to get to the actual breakdown and be, calm and stuff. Stricto and...
So this is when we lost to them 3-1 in 2022. This is Ten Hag's first season.
Listen, you see them two. I sat in that studio with you. Goonally, yeah? I sat in that studio with you. Oh, who are you scared of? Oh, no one, no one, mate. Oh, yeah. Oh, we played Fulham and that, man. Yeah. Sit down and hold that. Sit down and hold that. Nah, I didn't like, because you know what? I even left the studio and I was like, I didn't really like the way that man were talking. They're a bit deluded about what they were talking about, So first of all, just to them two, because there's a lot of you lot that are all right. Them two in particular, hold that. I look down the lens, yeah. You see Goonally and Stricto, hold that. Now let's stick to the game. You lot play really well in patches. You did. You got a system. You got a manager who has worked on his team. And you know what? You was causing us a lot of problems. The first 10, 15 minutes, we were really good. We started on the front foot. And when that disallowed goal happened, it gave you confidence. We went into our shell.
What did you make of that?
It was literally right in front of me.
I don't know if you had a chance to see it back.
I've seen it back loads of times now. And it happened right in front of me. I was very worried because when it happened right in front of me, I thought, I'm not sure about that. That looks a bit soft. It looks a bit soft. Looked like one of the ones could go for you, could go against you. When I saw the replays, I think it's just on the edge of enough being a foul. And you know what? Even if it went against me, I would feel a bit hard done by. I understand that. But actually, with this shit VAR, and it's actually in line with what they're giving. Look at the Mendy one yesterday. They're giving these soft free kicks and all of that.
You know, the weird thing about it, though, is that they said this season they're going to allow more. And that's why I'm baffled.
Well, do you know what it is, though, Robbie? Because they're getting shook in the key moments. So what they're allowing more of is the fouls where the play's just kind of going on. But when it leads to an actual goal and they need to stand by that, that's where they're bottling it. Like the Mendy one yesterday, like today's one. But I'll be honest, I do think there was just enough in it. There's just enough from Odegaard, 2 hands-on extension. Of course, Eriksen's boy. You lot started doing really well. From an Arsenal point of view, Zinchenko coming in from left back into central midfield and Gabriel splitting and almost being like a left back, which leaves Martinelli high up the pitch, was causing us so much problems for the whole game. For the whole game it was. And Odegaard, look, we spoke about it before. I spoke about it with Cecil. He's a fantastic player. He makes you lot tick. He is the glue. That ball he dropped straight on Xhaka's like yours. Yours was really well oiled. It was better. The 5 games. Remember I said that we're tough to break down, and that whole thing of like when you can see the goal through mistakes or stupidness, you can't just go up the other end and score against us like you've been doing against Fulham, like you've been doing against Leicester, like you did against Villa. You're playing.
I suppose I'm not going to see him give it the chat on that fan cam because it's obviously on AFTV's one. But that was a 3-1-1 in Ten Hag's first season. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Way. So this one's today's one now. This one's today's one. We'll just react to that and then we'll check out if anybody else is gonna upload their match reaction to the game.
1-0 here at Old Trafford. And let's just see how you saw it. A 1-0 win. First game of the season, opening game for us and you. 3 points on the board. No points for United.
Why can't lie? How you line it up? I have to do Lee Judges, bro. You got away with one there, didn't you? Hey, you won't get away with it playing like that at Anfield, will you?
No, it's true.
But no, listen. I'm annoyed, man. I'm taking the positives. I think the better team lost. I know you can look at that and say, well, it doesn't matter. You lost the game. But I think if you look at how the game played out and how Man United dominated the game, I think we did a really good job of nullifying your attack. I think you defended really well. I got to big up Gabriel, big up Saliba, and Raya, actually, just like in 1-1 last season. The guy just makes big saves, even though he does a few silly things as well. I just think straight out the traps, I think we surprised you. I think Ruben Amorim, the system that we play against Arteta in the like 3 games we've had now, 4 games now that he's had, it's like he seems to kind of have the number, but just not the whole way. It's like he's got most of the digits to ring the number, but you're missing the last couple. I thought Cunha and Mbeumo it was a breath of fresh air as a United fan to see them when we watched the game together. Like, I'll tell you what Cecil was doing. He's going, man, oh my God.
I'll be honest on this, man. On the back, I won't lie. I was surprised by you. I'll be 100. Like you.
That's what these men, and that's what they're all gonna say. Oh, the better team lost. It's like, fam, just take the L. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight to you know who, and we're just gonna check out his live stream. It seems like he he did upload it.
Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1, and let's get the positives out of the way first, innit? This is the most I've enjoyed watching this team play in a long time, bruv. And I'm pissed that we lost.
This is the most enjoyment he's had of watching Man United play. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna let him carry on. My connection is being a bit goofy right now, but I'm gonna let him carry on.
I'm pissed that we lost. But the Premier League is a marathon, not a sprint, innit? And if this is the base level, and that's a big flipping if,
Where's his shades, by the way, people? I want to know where his shades are.
I'm waiting.
Why is he not wearing the shades? You know what? Since he won't do it, I'll do it. I'll frigging do it. Kinel, man. I'll put on the shades. There we go. Now I got on my shades. Let's get it.
This is the base level of the football that we plan to play this season. Then I think we're going to be all right this season. We're going to enjoy it a lot more than we've enjoyed previous seasons, bruv. Because
now he said if. I'll give him credit. You know what? He said if. I can give him partly a Don DeMarco for that. You know what I mean? I'll give him half of it. You know, I'll give him it all. Give him the half. He said if this is how we're going to play, then we'll be all right. If this is how we play going forward. So I'll give him that.
The starting lineup was horrendous, in my opinion, but we'll get to that later because we're dealing with the positives. We kept the ball really well. The building out from the back has improved a lot. Do you know what I mean? There was a few times where I was getting a bit frustrated because Bayinde kept trying to force that ball into the middle centre back to turn and stuff like that. However, clearly it's something they've been working on in pre-season, and we just need to get used to the fact that we're kind of going to.
If I'm you man are probably not going to be like that for the rest of the season now until you play us again. You know what I mean? So let's just
do that, innit?
Realm now.
Progressing the ball well. Luke Shaw and Lenny Euro helped well with progressing the ball, which is their job in this system anyway. Delit was absolutely colossal today at centre back, man. I've been singing his praises all pre-season because I don't think he gets enough credit. Similar to Rafa Varane before, everyone was giving Lissandro all the credit for the stuff that Varane was doing, but it was very clear to me that Varane was making Lissandro look better than he is. I still don't trust Lissandro. De Ligt is a proper leader.
He doesn't trust
He's
the
sweeping up
butcher.
today, reading of the game, physical presence. He absolutely, he bullied Yokozuna, bruv. Man like
Man's calling him Yokozuna. Hold on. Man's calling him Yokozuna. All right.
Absolutely, he bullied Yokozuna, bruv. Man like Yokaku, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That flipping fridge, bro. That end game 4, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That guy got put in a fucking spliff, bruv, today. Yeah, I mean, he had nothing. The 237 million that Jim dashed into the club, raised man's PSR limit so we could spend more money. What's man talking about? We're doing a mad thing. Hey, Yokerez next, my brother.
Bro, I hate your club, I swear down.
Yokerez next, bro. Man like Tommy Egan, blood. I told you, man, he's rolling fruit. He's rolling through. It's mad. It's long for everyone, blood.
Okay.
I said that Yokerez is open to Man United, bro. So that means he's coming, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically. Whatever, Mafia on the ground, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're levitating. You've been levitating since
Gucci flip-flop season and Buemo, Cunha, and fucking Yokerez, blood. Tommy.
Bro, you've been levitating, bro. You've been levitating since that Embuemo bomber. You've been levitating, blood. Don't lie to you. You've been levitating.
Brother, what's man telling me, bro? Listen, bro.
Jesus.
That end game 4, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That guy got put in a fucking spliff, bruv, today. Yeah, I mean, he had nothing today. He had nothing. And De Ligt was a big part of that.
So by his logic, then, man like Glock 9, twin Glocks and all that shit, he could either carry on what he's doing or he could actually do bits for us this season and not be the Yokaku or whatever he's calling him. But you see, the difference between us and them is that I'm not worried about Yokerez being shit for the rest of the season based on today's performance, because it's a given that a new signing, especially, is just not going to turn up at Old Trafford, especially the first game of the season. It's a given. They will see the best of them at home to Arsenal, and then they won't see that. They'll probably go about 5 matches without seeing that performance, that type of performance again. That's the difference between me and them. That's the difference between us and them. See what I'm saying? They will watch themselves peak from one game. What we saw today, although that's how we were playing last season and that cost us, we're guaranteed to have that at Old Trafford. That's a given.
Big part of that. So big him up. Positives. Dorgu today. Like I said last season, Dorgu rushes things, innit? He just needs to slow things down. For the most part, he looks like a completely different player to last season.
You're playing against Arsenal. Like I told y'all, we will make them look like prime Real Madrid at least. That's what we do. That's why you can't get fooled by anything you man do, because you man always turn up against us. You know what I mean?
Still got this thing where he tries to do things too quickly, but I thought today he showed why he could turn out to be a big player for us in this system, man. He hit the post with a shot.
The streets will never forget that Kobe Mainoo is better than Declan Rice because he scored 2 goals against Wolves, who they were losing against a couple of seasons ago. By the way, really, all right.
Always wants to get forward. Very tenacious in the tackle as well, man. Lenny Yoro on the ball, you already know what you're going to get. Luke Shaw at left centre back. I've always said I think that's his best position now because he ain't got the legs to play fullback or wing back, and his reading of the game and tidiness on the ball for the most part. Yeah, as long as you don't ask this guy to run, he's decent. Do you know what I'm saying? Casemiro today.
In fact, I saw a tweet. I'm sure someone tweeted something like that. An Arsenal fan saying, "Why is Gyökeres wearing number 40 shirt? He's not black." I can't remember who it was now. That was some stupidness, man. There's a big old bunkers for that. Excuses like worse than. Apologize to anyone out there. Honestly,
brilliant. A player that I've never switched up on, and a lot of people have. Big mistake taking him off because we lost a bit of control in the midfield when he Casemiro today.
Oh, Casemiro.
Brilliant. Off because we lost a bit of control in the midfield when he got taken off. Everyone was talking before the game, rants, the midfield battle, talking about Zubimendi and Rice. We never saw them, man. We never saw them, man, nowhere today, bro. Casemiro absolutely ran that midfield today, and he didn't have much help from Bruno Fernandes. So you have to give Casemiro the credit. And when you go into the front line, Cunha and Mbeumo have massively transformed our attack. Massively. When the ball goes into Mbeumo, it always sticks. And then on top of that, he very seldomly loses the ball. And also, he's always looking for that quick layoff, little pop.
Guys, why is he not wearing his shades? Why is he not wearing his shades? Where's the shades? Where's the tequila? Fam.
Emotional damage.
And then spin around the corner and he wants to get in behind, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He doesn't take too many touches. There's a lot of elegance in how simple his game is for the most part. So I was very happy with him. And then Cunha's Cunha, bro. Like, at one point in the game there, when he hit that little spin flick.
Yeah, less of the sucking off.
Like, or at least attempts anyway. I think it was something stupid like that. And also his eye for a pass and ability to execute that pass.
I need to get onto the negatives.
Looks like it is improving. Do you know what I mean? The little diagonal passes we were playing from wing to wing switch balls, yeah, got subbed off. I could only remember a couple passages of play in the game where I thought, you know what, it's tidy from him, but bro, is that it? Is that it, bro? As for Dalot, I can't tell you what this player did. The whole time he was on the pitch, I can't tell you how he contributed to the game. I can't tell you. Not one good cross. Don't know if there was a good tackle. I don't know. He is so forgettable as a footballer, bro. And he offers zero attacking threat, bro. Ahmad defends well, bro. Like, there's no reason. The only way he could have played Dalot, yeah, is maybe I'm thinking on my feet, is maybe he played him for his height. He ruined the rhythm that we were playing with, and we had a decent rhythm. Cass was switching the ball, pinging it, grass cutters. Cass, brilliant performance today. And then,
guys, it's bugging me now. Why is he not wearing the shades? Why is he not wearing the shades? What I mean,
emotional damage.
You bring on Ugarte with no range of passing when we're actually, for the most part, I don't know what our end possession was, but we were having 60% plus for most of the game. When you're controlling possession, why do you bring on someone like him who's purely a ball winner. You would have been better off bringing on Kobe Mino if you're going to replace Cass, because at least he's got ball retention and he can crash the box maybe as well, even though Cass can also crash the box. That substitute guy does this. 2 out of 3 games, this is how he plays. The only difference is, if we got the penalty today, which we should have got, yeah, and I
Here we go.
don't know why VAR all of a sudden isn't working. He scores that penalty and he gets his GA and everyone forgets about the performance today. Because this is a very common occurrence for Bruno Fernandes. Very common. And a lot of people in his fan base like to overlook it because these men only care about stats. Find me the stats here for big chances conceded and goals conceded from a Bruno turnover, bro. Find those stats. I'm absolutely sick to death of this manager shoehorning Bruno Fernandes in his team. He's not good enough in the pivot and he's not good enough in the 10. You should have taken your 100 million, but he was out here twerking saying, we need to win a title for Bruno and we can't let him go. He's so important. Important to you, maybe. We'll be a better team if we took the 100 million for him and went and signed Carlos Baleba. And we could have signed Baleba and another midfielder, another top midfielder. We could have gone and got Edison and Baleba, or Baleba and fucking Wharton. We could have slapped down 200 million for both of them if we sold him for 100. Could not selling Bruno Fernandes end up being one of the biggest mistakes of this window for us? You can let me know in the comments. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think that it could end up being one of the biggest mistakes? But all the players that I believe are the problem, yeah, for the most part, Garnacho, Rasmus, Rashford, they're gone. Do you know what I mean? You want to throw Anthony in there, you can throw Anthony, he's gone. Do you know what I mean? People thought Sancho.
Yeah, he's gone and he's still go through the same problems. Anyways, I'm done with that anyway. Still got the same problems despite getting rid of the players you're crying about. I mean, no shades, you know. I had to put on my shades because man didn't want to wear his. Anyways, you know, I'm done for this match reaction. It's a very long match reaction. Is what it is. But you know, we had to do two bit of reaction to some Man United fans because at the end of the day, the theme is the same with that lot. What a hypocrite. He was canning Arsenal trust process. Crew for the exact same thing he's preaching now, damn fool. We knew that this guy was going to turn on his manager anyway. We knew that. You know what I mean? It's a given. Man was twerking for man like Glock 9, Tommy Egan settings and all that, and now he's calling him Yokaku. What did Benjamin Tesco do today then? What did he do today then? What did your £200 million signings do today? What? Flirt with the idea of putting pressure on. Y'all are the same ones that talk about how we're us bragging about second and putting pressure on Man City and don't get anything for it. Yeah, what are these men doing? Taking positives for putting the pressure on. You know what I mean? They're literally doing the same thing. Taking positives away. Oh, Cunha looks so good today. Bremo looks so good today. Dillick looks so good today. And he's lost 1-0 at home. You know what I mean? He didn't get anything for it. Not good enough. Just weren't good enough. Anyways, big up to every single one of you in the chat and every single one of you who's viewing and every single one of you that liked the video, shared the video, ones that have been commenting, and all yous that subscribed. I will see you guys for the next match preview. If not, I might do a reaction before then. It depends. And yeah, next game now. That's 3 points on the board. The next game is Leeds United at our first home game of the 2025-26 season next Saturday night. So I'll be doing a match preview for that probably Thursday, maybe Friday. To be honest, I feel for Amorim. He inherited a horrible team. He needs 2 years at least. They ain't gonna give him that. But big up to you anyway. They ain't gonna give him. They won't give him that if this carries on. Oh, what the hell? What have I done? I've zoomed into the. No, I'm fine now. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next stream.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.